Welcome to Inside the Deal. I'm Suzanne Stevens. With me today is Sandra Mayerson. Sandra is a partner with the law firm Squire, Sanders, and Dempsey. Sandra, we're here to talk about the latest developments with Chrysler, and it looks like they may have a deal with their creditors, and also the Fiat partnership may be finalized. What do you think the chances are that these deals are going to pan out?
I think there's a good possibility that the deals will pan out, but I think people are being overly optimistic about what that means for Chrysler. I think even if they do get the agreement of Fiat and of their creditors, they are still likely to have to go into bankruptcy to implement this.
Well, I know you've said that bankruptcy may be the best option for Chrysler. So even if everybody gets in line, you still feel that's the case?
I do feel that's the case. I'm not sure that the deal on the table is actually going to be implemented because it really leaves the creditors holding the smallest piece of the company, and I'm not sure that hedge funds and private equity that are invested into Chrysler are going to stand for not being treated fairly or what they perceive as fair. And the only way to deal with holdouts is through a bankruptcy situation.
Considering the involvement of the government in this and the spotlight that's been on hedge funds, is there some pressure for them to get on board?
It makes perfect sense to me that the hedge funds are the holdouts. They are driven by internal rates of return. Their compensation is based on their rate of return. Hedge funds have been really hit hard in this down market, and they're going to fight to be treated what they perceive as fairly in the capital structure.
You don't think there might be some pressure from the Obama administration to get in line with this deal?
I'm sure there will be pressure, but I think most of the hedge funds today are reacting to the fact that they feel that the Obama administration was treating labor more fairly than anybody else and were really showing favoritism to labor. And at this point, they're getting so little in the restructured capital structure that there's not a big downside for them to hold out. And they have to think about the precedent for GM, for Ford, and for other companies coming down the pike.
Sandra Mayerson with Squire, Sanders, and Dempsey. Thanks for coming in.
My pleasure, Suzanne.
I'm Suzanne Stevens. Thanks for watching Inside the Deal.